The mayor of Washington Park announces the city of Washington Park may be shutting down. He places the blame on the Board of Trustees, and the board claims it's the mayor's fault. Fox 2's Taylor Harris learns more about the sudden announcement from both sides.
I'm here at Washington Park, Illinois, City Hall, where emotions are running high. The village of Washington Park, Illinois is on the verge of a shutdown because the Board of Trustees refused to vote and pass a tax levy and budget.
During that time when I asked for a motion to accept it, to have a vote on it, none of the trustees responded. So they was there, but they wasn't there. They wasn't responding to anything. So I called a special meeting 2 days after Christmas, December 27th. No trustees showed up, period. So I called another special meeting December the 30th. Only 2 trustees showed up.
If the city shuts down, this means that employees will not get paid. The mayor says the street lights can possibly be cut off and impact the police department and public works department.
Not having police force, so what they would do is force me to reach out, ask for emergency assistance from the state, surrounding police areas to keep us safe here in the village. Street lights could possibly be shut off. Employees, staff sent home. I mean, we're talking about a serious issue, and I just can't understand why the trustees, are not doing their job.
Mayor Moore alleges the Board of Trustees has neglected their duties and the citizens of Washington Park. The Board of Trustees has different thoughts.
There's things in that budget that we think should not be there, okay? He's spending money like it's his money.
A few of the trustees state they will not vote till the mayor has provided a detailed itemized list of the budget.
I've requested multiple times for him to provide us with a line item budget, and he has continued to refuse to do that.
The Board of Trustees wants the state to investigate where the city dollars are going. Mayor Moore is having conversations with the city attorneys to see how the city can move forward if the Board of Trustees continue to be absent. Reporting in Washington Park, Taylor Harris, Fox 2 News.